Welcome back. And of course, Egyptian eligible voters are heading to the polling stations since 9 a.m. This morning and will continue to do so till 9 p.m. Cairo local time. And joining us over the phone, our guest for the afternoon, Dr. Magda Bagneid, Professor of Mass Communications. Dr. Magda, a very good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us and for your time. First and foremost, Doctor, how do you see, the election this time being different from the last elections?
Yes, because of the situation again of the country itself. The situation in the Middle East. That, of course, would affect, the procedures of anything taking place politically speaking. There must be this kind of difference, as we can feel it.
Yes.
And at the same time, I think the situation here is kind of flexible. The president himself, he said, you can select whoever you want, for somebody that helps Egypt. The points. And also we did see new faces trying to volunteer or to work as in the position of the president itself. So this is something, there is a difference. Situation politically speaking, and the ongoing war in Gaza, and at the same time, we have an election in Egypt. So this is something new.
And indeed, Doctor, how do you see the facilities that have been provided for the voters, especially for, the elderly to participate, as well as people with special needs? Lots of preparations have been done for them this time round.
Are you talking about what is happening in Gaza and Egypt is helping them? If I understand you correctly. Are you talking about this topic?
No, ma'am, I'm asking you about the preparations for the voters and for them to go and cast their ballots, give their vote. How do you see the preparations of the presidential elections, especially to cater?
Organized.
Yes.
It is organized. I must say it is very well organized. With the work and the difficult situation that we are in. I mean, the problem of Gaza is now an international issue, as you can see. Now, international issue, and Egypt is helping in it at the same time. So we have lots of responsibility here.
Absolutely.
This is the idea. You can see the responsibility on the shoulder of Egypt, as Egypt is doing a big role in assisting, the war ongoing, even I would say in the Middle East. I'm not talking about Gaza itself, but I'm talking about the situation that might drag the rest of the Arab world.
Dr. Magda, I'm receiving lots of reports that we're seeing lots of youth as well as women participating rather in the voting process today. What does this tell you, Doctor, about their keenness to do so?
People are curious to take care of Egypt. They love it simply as that. People love Egypt. They love their country. They want to help because they see the alternative would be very difficult. If people are not helping in this case, who will? If Egyptians are not helping themselves in organizing, the situation that is taking place, and the alternative is horrible. If we do not stand and help our country, who will? Nobody will help you. This is Egypt, this is our country, and I would say that this is a very good chance to see the real Egyptian people helping Egypt. This is something appreciated, of course.
Dr. Magda, we're seeing over 15,000 judges supervising these elections under full judiciary supervision. How important do you see this with regards to the presidential elections, Doctor?
Very important. I mean, look at the number you just mentioned to the people. I mean, I did not hear all the number, but I'm hearing it from you. I mean, with the case of having exams and so on to concentrate and focus, this is excellent, of course. This means that they want things to succeed, and they want Egypt not to be in trouble, so they are organizing, and you have top-level people to organize things for you. What is better than that?
Absolutely. And with regards to international organizations participating in the monitoring of the voting, we have 14 international organizations and 62 local civil community organizations. What role do they play, in your opinion, Doctor?
They wanted to make sure to safeguard that it is an honest, direct, right one that you are following in Egypt. So definitely, not anybody would do it that way, but when you say international organization observing, this means that we have transparency, and this is what you need in such cases.
Yes, and finally, Doctor, as a professor of media, a question concerning media follow-up. 528 international media monitors are participating, representing over 115 media channels, in addition, of course, to the 70 local media and press in Egypt. How do you see the coverage?
Of course, it will be balanced because you have more than one side, which is good. I mean, you're not depending on one or two. You're depending on
Multiple
14,
sources.
as you just said now. I mean, this is very good.
Absolutely. Dr. Magda Bagneid, Professor of Mass Communication, thank you very, very much, ma'am, for joining us and for your insight and for joining us here on Now TV International. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and we'll be back.